Hello everyone and welcome to this special session on transition strategy during the ISO 14001 development phase. I'm your host and today we are going to talk about something very important but often misunderstood when it comes to ISO 14001. Many organizations believe that change begins only after a new ISO standard is officially published. But experienced auditors, consultants, and sustainability leaders know the truth. The real work begins much earlier, during the development phase. This is the period when the direction of the standard becomes clear, expectations start shifting, and smart organizations quietly begin preparing. In this session, we will clearly explain what the ISO 14001 development phase means, why a transition strategy is essential at this stage, and how organizations can prepare in a practical, stress-free, and strategic way. This session is designed for management, EMS teams, auditors, consultants, and anyone responsible for environmental performance. So let's begin by understanding why this transition phase matters so much. Now, what the ISO 14001 development phase really means. The ISO 14001 development phase is the time when the standard is being reviewed and updated by international experts. During this phase, working drafts and committee drafts are discussed, feedback is collected, and future expectations start becoming visible. Even though the final clauses are not yet published, this phase usually lasts several years. While the exact wording may change, the direction does not change suddenly. Key themes such as environmental risk, climate impact, leadership responsibility, performance measurement, and life cycle thinking start appearing clearly. Organizations that pay attention during this phase gain time, clarity, and confidence. Instead of waiting for the final standard and rushing later, organizations can slowly align their systems, people, and thinking during this development period. Why a transition strategy is necessary now? Environmental management today is very different from the past. Earlier, ISO 14001 mainly focused on controlling environmental impacts and meeting legal requirements. Now expectations are moving toward environmental performance, future risk management, and long-term sustainability. Environmental risks such as climate change, water scarcity, energy instability, supply chain emissions, and new regulations are increasing rapidly. ISO 14001 is responding to this reality. Organizations are expected not only to comply with laws, but also to show that they understand future risks and are preparing for them. A transition strategy helps organizations move calmly and confidently from the old way of thinking to the new one, without panic, last-minute changes, or audit surprises. Now, key principles of a good transition strategy. The first principle of a strong transition strategy is early awareness. Organizations should follow ISO developments, guidance documents, and emerging trends instead of waiting for the final version. Understanding the intent early allows smoother adjustment later. The second principle is leadership involvement. Environmental management is no longer just the responsibility of the EHS or EMS team. Top management is expected to understand environmental risk, link them to business strategy, and take ownership. Without leadership support, transition efforts remain weak. The third principle is integration. Transition does not mean adding more documents or procedures. It means integrating environmental thinking into daily business decisions, such as procurement, operations, risk management, investment, and planning. Now, how to build a transition strategy step by step. The first step is to create a transition team. This team should include representatives from top management, environmental management, operations, procurement, and compliance or risk functions. Their job is to track ISO developments and guide internal preparation. Next comes a development phase gap review. This is not a traditional clause-by-clause gap analysis. Instead, it looks at maturity. The organization asks simple but powerful questions. Do we understand our future environmental risk? Can we measure real environmental performance? Is leadership actively involved? Are our decisions environmentally informed? After this, environmental objectives should be clearly linked to business goals. When environmental goals support cost reduction, risk control, reputation, and resilience, ISO 14001 becomes a business tool, not just a certification requirement. Now let's discuss the changes in key ISO 14001 elements during transition. One major change is in how environmental aspects and impacts are handled. Instead of static list, organizations are expected to use risk-based thinking that considers severity, likelihood, future impact, and climate influence. Compliance obligations are also evolving. Organizations are expected not only to track current laws, but also to stay alert to upcoming regulations and prepare in advance. Environmental objectives are shifting from activity-based to result-based. Instead of saying how many trainings were conducted, organizations should show improvements such as reduced emissions, lower energy use, or better waste management. Life cycle thinking is becoming more practical. Organizations are expected to consider environmental impacts across suppliers, procurement, product use, and disposal, not just within their own premises. Now, role of internal audits and management review. Internal audits during the transition phase should focus on readiness, not fault finding. Auditors should look at leadership involvement, future-oriented risk thinking, and performance tracks. Management review meetings should discuss environmental risk, opportunities, resources, strategy alignment, and transition progress. These reviews demonstrate leadership ownership and direction. Now, training and awareness during the development phase. Training should move beyond explaining clauses. Employees should understand how their work affects the environment and how environmental risks affect the organization. Leadership training should focus on accountability and decision making. When everyone understands their role, the environmental management system becomes strong and practical. As we come to the end of this session, remember one key message. The ISO 14001 development phase is not a waiting period. It is a preparation opportunity. Organizations that act early do not struggle during transition. They lead it. Environmental management today is about preparing for the future, not just managing the past. So the real question is not when ISO 14001 will change. The real question is, will your organization be ready when it does? Thank you for joining this session. Stay aware, stay prepared, and stay sustainable. Thanks for watching.